Okay, guys, today is the 10th of May, Monday. All right, Dow Jones possible resistance at 34,845 is my caption for this morning. But obviously, this morning the Dow has went past this number, but this number was already in my mind, so I just continue to write it out. Okay, so I'll explain to you why I talk about 34,845 in a short moment's time. But of course, what I'm trying to explain to you is this: maybe we're going to see some resistance within the next few days. All right, I strongly believe that there could be some resistance in the U.S. equity market in the next few days. Now, of course, I'm not saying that there'll be a correct. I'm saying it's a crash again. Please do not quote me wrongly. I'm just saying that, right, that might be a form of resistance because of what I saw on Friday, the non-farm payroll. All right, so let me start and give you more of this idea. All right, let's do it. Okay, sorry. Right, the first thing is this. Remember that I give you guys a big reminder to consider to take profit on Dogecoin. All right, Dogecoin. Right. The thing is this. Do you remember? Do you remember that? If you remember that, right, please key Dogecoin 70 cents. All right, remember. That means that, right, I told you guys that if you have Dogecoin, all right, please take profit at 70 cents. And I specifically put down there in the quote, informing you guys that if you see 70 cents, consider to take profit. If you actually has done that, right, it'll be good, right? For those who remember that I said this, please give me the little bit of, applause on this, all right? If I actually I did say that, right? Remember, on the 5th of May, all right, in the morning, you can see that I came in and say about this Dogecoin, all right, at 70 cents, take profit soon. And in the afternoon, in the same day, all right, although you may see I changed different clothing. All right, this is where I changed my blue shirt, okay, on that day. All right, on the same day, on the 5th of May, I repeated myself and I said that do take profit. All right, I did say that. All right, thank you guys. Okay, thank you so much. Y'all remember that, right? So, of course, the thing is this, you ask, why will you call for 70 cents? Well, that is my personal my TA analysis. But more important thing is that when everybody is on one side of the town, I always get very jitter. All right, so what happened is this. You can see that on the 6th of May, the next day itself, right, I told you guys, and I put a caption there, will SNL be a sham job, right, for the afternoon MAO? And apparently it's right. It's not that it's a sham, but it's more like the market was very disappointed with this Elon Musk and what his little bad jokes is, okay? And of course, there was nothing much carry on during that day. So what happened? The selling came in. So how bad was the selling? Wow, the selling went down from 70 cents all the way down to 43 cents, okay? Now, at about 50 cents level, right? About 50 cents level around here, okay? Friend of mine asked me, Cal, would you be buying into this Dogecoin now since you are right at 70 cents? At 50 cents, would you be considering to buy? So I told my friend this, okay? I told my friend this, yeah, at 50 cents, you can consider. At about 45 cents, you can consider again. So 50 and 45, all right? So of course, he asked me, Cal, would it be going down to 35 cents? I said that, I don't know. So I told him that my view is, I can write it down for you more time. I can write it down. My view is this, 50 cents is a good buy. All right, of course, you can go to 45 cents, it will be better. If you talk about extremity, maybe 40 cents, okay? That will be the extremity. All right, so you can see what I'm doing now is that every 5 cents, I'm looking forward to look at another, buy in. So at the moment now, what's the current price? Well, this morning, as I'm seeing, was 56 cents, okay? Let me just see now what's the current price at this current moment. Hold on a minute. Okay, bring you in. Okay, as I'm seeing right now, let's see, I have a refresh in case I got it wrong. Okay, refresh. Okay, see, you need to refresh a little bit. Okay, it's about 55 cents at the moment right now, about 55 cents. Okay, 56 cents, okay, around there. So basically, it's all right. That is where the base was, right? From the low of 43 cents, it went all the way up again. Now, I suspect that it should be staying around 50 cents for quite a while, all right? Quite a while. Then after that, we may see another round of movement. So do I see that Dogecoin will go back to 70 cents? Yes, I do see that. Do I see going up to 80 cents? Yes, I still see that. So in short itself, right, I still see that Dogecoin will be going higher. But of course, I will say if anybody doesn't feel like it, you want to take profit, please take profit along the way. All right, do take profit along the way up. Okay, cool. All right, thank you guys for writing for my validation that you remember I say 70 cents. Okay. All right. So the thing is this. So what actually causes the share, I mean, this counter to go down? Apparently, it's all right. Wall Street was not expecting the dip. All right. It was basically, okay, some of the, I told you guys, some of the jokes that Elon was saying wasn't really comforting. And of course, after that itself, right, the selling was so strong that it actually literally created a problem for Robinhood, the app, right? Because the selling was so crazy, the buying was so nut at the same time. The buy sell was really incredible, right? Apparently, itself, right, it causes the technical side to actually blow in a way. All right, so like you can see over here, there is still going to be a lot of jittery about what he's doing and what he's saying about this Dogecoin. So do note, okay, there should be some volatility the next few days until the whole thing just calm down a little bit. All right, so that was what actually happened, okay? All right, so now let's put this crypto aside, but just FYI, now this afternoon, there will be no afternoon MAO, okay? I will be doing afternoon MAO because today is my PTP day 3 live trading day. So I will start my day from 1 p.m. with them. So I will not do any afternoon MAO. So later on, before we go into the second part of MAO, morning MAO, right? I will actually talk about the cryptocurrency, all right? In terms of the charts only. Actually, I prepared a lot of information on crypto, but it needs time for me to consolidate. So I'll do it tomorrow. All right, tomorrow 2 p.m. will be our usual afternoon MAO. All right, okay. Yeah. Now Yellen, this picture shows that right, she's happy. Okay, because everybody, the bulls are definitely with her. Now what happened? Right, we know that last week, Janet Yellen made a boo-boo. All right, by saying about inflation. Then she came in and said, no, this is not what I meant. And after that, the market U-turned. And of course, we saw the Dow Jones went all the way up. Then after that, what happened was crazy. It was on Friday. We saw the non-farm payroll number was terrible. But yet the bull managed to bring it all the way up and close it at the high. So that's why people are celebrating that this is the woman, man. This is the woman of the hour. All right, this is the one. They're going to bring them to much riches. Okay, so this is what this cartoon is all about. So why do I want to say that the Dow at about 34,845? Now, there's a simple TA right here, a simple one. Now, you can see that that was a resistance back then. Okay, that was around 15th of April. Then we saw the market itself a little bit down to this point. And interestingly, it stopped there for a while. So if you take this number here, 33,683, and this resistance here, all right, 34,264. The difference A, all right, difference A plus back here, plus back the top here. So you add on the A here, all right, you add it on the difference, and that is where you get about this 34,845. But of course, as of now, the Dow is even higher. But I'm just informing you that basically the market has consolidated for quite a while. Usually, when the market goes up, it will go to one more level. So that's why I say this morning, when the Dow was still at about 34,820, 830, right, I was already having this number 34,845 on my sheet. So I'm not saying that the market will stop. I mean, I will be like, stop there and U-turn, but the market should go there, which it went. So now it goes there already, right? Likely there will be some profit taking around this area. All right, there's no way to predict future, but at least we know that, right? Okay, the market has slipped one more fold. So what's next, man? So of course, on the flip note, some say that maybe it go up one more fold, maybe you'll cross 35,000. All right, it is a possibility. If the market want to push further, it can cross 35,000 because at the moment now you can see the KSI has no sign of the market coming down. All right, so I'll talk more later on during the technical aspect. Okay, so because of that itself, right? Okay, because of that, we know that the market likely will be moving forward. Okay, moving forward because why? If the cryptocurrency market is not going to give them any much good things, the money may flow back to equity market and push back the US market. All right. Now, of course, yesterday was Mother's Day. Once again, like on today, it's already Monday, I understand, but still, okay, in US, it's still Mother's Day, right? So all I can say is this, guys. I want to tell all my TWB students, all right, happy Mother's Day to all the great mummies, all right? You guys are the best. You guys really, really take care of us, okay, since young until now. All right, so thank you, guys. So my mom worked too hard for me not to be great. I think that's a very powerful statement. And of course, love, when it's real, is priceless, right? Mother's love to us is really real, all right? Nothing much to say, all right? It's really incredible, all right? It doesn't ask for anything, all right? It just comes from the heart. And I think this is powerful, okay? All right, of course, guys, don't worry. Next time, Father's Day, I will also do a segment for this, okay? All right, so remember that, okay? Love your family. That is most important. All right, before we start this morning, once again, disclaimer as usual. All right, please look at it right now. I'm going to count to 5 seconds. If you're staying on, we will proceed. Okay, that means that you have accepted the above and have indemnified me. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's continue. All right, so what happened on Friday was really a stunner. All right, I mean, seriously, I was shocked. Okay, I was not really amazed, but I'm just shocked with the numbers. That's all. Okay, look at it. Okay, what happened? Now, April's expected hiring was supposed to go wow, okay? But the thing is this, okay, it was a complete letdown, okay, apparently. All right, the total job was 266,000, while the whole market was expecting 1 million. And not only that itself, right, you can look at it. This is what is compared. February was 536,000, March was 770,000, but April was 500,000 lesser. Oh my God. Okay, and the earnings, sorry, you can see it basically dropped. Wow, look at it. Look at the average earning. Wow, look at it. The drop is ridiculous, okay? And the unemployment data shows actually it creep up. So what is happening, as I mentioned to you guys, a lot of part-timers involved, okay? Over the last few months, a lot of part-timers, all right? So what I think is this, when this thing's over, obviously, right, okay, things happen, all right? This is very clear. So the question is this, can this continue? Well, you can see that the numbers are quite crazy. At one moment, it was pretty good. Then it dwelled down. It recovers, and now it dwelled down. So that means that, right, whatever the money or the trillions of dollars that's pumped into the economy is not actually showing the same thing. All right, that is the problem here that I'm looking at that. So because of this as well, right, you can see that is the market just have no reaction, if not mild reaction. Okay, in fact, the market say, okay, never mind. Since there's the jobs are not there, that means the ultra easy policy are in place that if it's viral, we can continue to do it. So to me, is that right? Okay. So you're telling me that because your money that being spent is still not going to give any result yet, or haven't give yet, so you're going to continue, right? So that is what here they are saying. But again, if you look at it from the other perspective, I kind of concerned for this. Okay, this is actually not a good sign because they have pumped in so much money over the last 10 months, and yet the market didn't react accordingly. So that's why I'm quite concerned for this, okay? Now, of course, Cathie Wood counters, right? Okay, Cathie Wood apparently came in and said, you know what, no problem. This is Jim Cramer. Sorry, I just changed the words first, not to confuse you guys. Oops, sorry. Oh, no, wait, Jim Cramer. Yeah, wait, 1 minute. Okay, so Jim Cramer picks. All right, now Jim Cramer says that don't worry, guys, it's good because now Federal is going to remain as our friend, and that's why the market will continue to climb. So is he wrong? Nope, he's totally correct in a way, because now with what is happening right now and the way the market reacted on Friday, it shows that, right, the market believes that the Fed is a friend, and because of that as well, right, there's no reason to hike interest rate too near soon. So that is the reason why there is a possibility of stock going higher. So this Jim Cramer said he will buy into Disney. So this week is right on Thursday. You can see that he look into this the buy into stock. Okay, and of course, okay, Palantir is the one counter that he's also looking at. Now, apparently, one of my friends actually been buying a lot of this counter too. Now, I'm not too sure about this company. I really didn't go and do any research, but since my friend looked at it, and I saw Jim Cramer also looking at this. So it's kind of like, people is loved by the community of Reddit, okay, apparently. So this counter, right, let me just show you the result. Okay, this counter itself, right, is a public American software company that specializes in big data analytics, okay. Now, what is eye-capturing is that it's actually founded by Peter Thiel. Now, Peter Thiel is one of the real key investors for a lot of this startup, and one of them famously is Facebook. All right, and of course, this Stephen Cohen is also another very powerful investor. Alex Cup also. So these three of them, right, involved in this company does give you a bit of confidence, right? But the share price itself, you can see the last 5 days have been going down quite, you know, quite dramatically in a way. It's down by more than 10%. So this company, I go and look at it itself, right? It actually started with off about 950. Then after it tripled, then of course now it come back off again. Now this company is go into this data sensitive services and provide government's agency. All right. Apparently some of the big guns are using them. So, well, if you think that this counter now is kind of a low now, it's a double bottom, you consider to look into this counter. All right. Now, I have no idea that where should I be buying this, but I would rather say that, okay, maybe I just wait for a while first. Okay. We just take a look. But nonetheless, this is one counter that Jim Cramer is actually looking at. So let's just see how it goes. Okay. All right. Now, this is the Cathie Wood setup. Okay. Cathie Wood says that good. My share price is down. The market is down. So it's good. All right. It's a good time to buy even more. And this will give potentially big returns from the strategies. Now, I would like you to just hold on first for a moment. Okay. Let me just explain to you why. Okay. So she says this. Okay. And she's feel that, right, her vision of this thing market now, right, will give her strategies an annual compound return of almost 25 to 30%. Wow. I mean, seriously, it's a wow, all right? It's a very big statement that she gave. But again, she had done it before, and that is the reason why you can see this. Okay, that, you know, to her, it's like, this is good. The rotation is good news, and she likes it, okay? And in more detail itself, we can see that, right, she did well last year, 2020, all right, with all her, this ETF. Because you must understand back then it's all right, their assets, right, was from 10 billion, it ballooned to 80 billion in just 10 months. Wow. That's a huge amount of money coming in within just 10 months. Okay, really parabolic, I'll put it this way. So now with so much money on hand, it's also in a way that they have more chance to buy even more. But of course, when they do that, right, it become a whale on its own. And of course, it can be actually be watched as a potential target for attack. So that's why I want you guys, when she said this about 20 to 30% return, and she find that this environment is good, she feel that everything is good to go, straight away it's all right. I got this thing in my mind. It's a one particular scene. Okay, again, it just come to my mind, all right? This particular scene during the movie Big Short. So I want you to just take a look. I'm not against it, but just suddenly it came to my mind. So I'd like to share this with you. Watch this short 1 minute video, all right?
Feel sad. And as fun as it is to watch pompous, dumb Wall Streeters be wildly wrong, and you are wrong, sir, I just know that at the end of the day, average people are going to be the ones that are going to have to pay for all of this. Because they always do.
32.
That's my 2 cents. Thank you.
Does our bull have a response?
Only that in the entire history of Wall Street, no investment bank has ever failed unless caught in criminal activities. So, yes, I stand by my Bear Stearns optimism.
Mr. Miller, I'm sorry, quick question. From the time you guys started talking, Bear Stearns stock has fallen more than 38%. Would you still buy more?
Yeah, sure. Of course I'd buy more. Why not?
Boom.
Jesus Christ.
That concludes the first part of our presentation. Up next, we have the legendary former chairman of the Fed, Alan Greenspan. Folks.
Feel.
Okay, all right. Same thing again. I'm not against Cathie Wood. It's just like basically now what is happening on this clip is just showing you that during Baston time, right, when Baston share was coming down and it was involved in some problem, all right, and a lot of people came out and say that, you know, Baston is fine, the share is good, and they'll buy more. And when that really happened, right, the share keep on coming off. So all I can say is this: Cathie Wood, obviously, she has to come out to say things about her company, and I really hope that it stays there. As long as the ETF stays above the 109 level, I think it's safe. But if the ETF goes down to 105 level, this will ring further bell. And if it drop below 100, I'm quite sure there'll be a lot of things going to happen. All right. So that's how you can see when share prices come down itself, right? Everybody get affected, and those who get affected will run and head for the nearest exit. You can see from this movie that was trying to portray what happened back then. Okay. So again, I also wish Cathie Wood all the best. I'm just saying that, right? The NASDAQ itself had to be very, very careful on this. Okay. All right, so for the earnings result right now, we can have nothing today. Then on this Tuesday, we're going to have is Pfizer. All right, we're going to see that. So let's look on Tuesday. But today is quite a slow day today. All right, apparently. In terms of the U.S. economic result, calendar, Monday also pretty quiet. On Tuesday, we only have this opening jobs, right? And then Wednesday, we have the core CPI, and that is where my concern is. I expect the core CPI number to be higher. That's quite expected. And also the initial jobless claim, that will see what happened on Friday. Will be very interesting to see what going to happen this coming Thursday. Okay, so that one we update you further as the day comes. So let's look at the Dow Jones now. Wow, look at the Dow Jones. Okay, but before that, the Hang Seng will open soon, right? I'm going to push it out the Hang Seng first. Okay. Now this is the Dow Jones. I'm going to come to this later. Let's look at the China A50 first. China A50 has open trading. Now for the second day in a row, the market has went below the MA30, so that's not a very good sign, but it's now trying to recover a little bit. So Hang Seng will also gap up later this morning. All right, Hang Seng chart itself shows that it's above the MA30, so it looks likely that there might be some upside. Okay, there should be some upside for the Hang Seng. The MLP is also near the MA30 for today. All right, let's look at the Hang Seng soon. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, Hang Seng will likely gap up this morning. But the KSI is red in color, so do expect some profit taking when it goes up. Okay. All right, Hang Seng will open in a few more seconds, and Hang Seng has just opened. Okay, Hang Seng has just gapped up 28,823 as opening price. Friday closed at 28,763. So it's a gap up of 50 points, a bit of low level compared to what the Dow has done on Friday. So that's why kind of concerning factor. But nonetheless, let us explain to you what will happen for today based on what Hang Seng doing. Now the Hang Seng, Right, the Hang Seng opening price is now between the two pivot 1 and pivot 2. KSI is red in color. So if Hang Seng was to come down, it will likely come down to KTR -1 rather easily. But if the Hang Seng goes up, right, it may go for this pivot 1 at 28,980. But again, because KSI is red, right, should the market go to KTR +1 to KTR +3, do expect to see some profit taking. All right, do suspect to see some profit taking. All right, so that is what is happening right now for the market. Like I said, today is pretty slow day, and usually after Friday non-farm payroll, normally Monday the market will be a bit slow. I repeat, normally after non-farm payroll, Monday the market will be a bit slow. Okay, so take note of that. Okay, I'll come back to Hang Seng shortly. Right, so Dow Jones, you can see from the bell, okay, from the bell, the market really all the way up relentlessly. And of course, as usual, the Friday thingy, by Friday night about 2 a.m., the market again start to find some strength or some buying order, and it just pushed the Dow Jones all the way up itself. As usual, it's been happening like this for many Fridays, and we see this long enough time to know that, right? We know that almost every last 2 hours, if the market doesn't go down, 90% chance to go up, and because someone is just buying relentlessly, okay? So the Dow Jones jumped 200 points to another record as investors look past the big job miss. Think about this, right? There's two sides of the coin. Now, one side is, wow, the market is so bullish. Bad news, also don't care. That is pretty good. The other one is, on the other side, is that it's bad news, and yet the market don't care. So should we be concerned? We should. Okay, so what do you think, guys? There's 79 of you guys online. Right, what do you think? Should the market be concerned, or should the market be not concerned? What do you think about what happened on last Friday non-farm payroll? All right, if you think it should be concerned, keyword concern. If you think that it's not a concern, key the word not, NOT. All right, so let me see how many of you says what. Okay, can you just do it right now? Concern or not? All right, so while waiting for you to type in as well, right, let me continue my sharing. Okay, so basically it's all right, because the weak numbers is so bad, okay? So the market is saying that, okay, that means that Federal Reserve will continue and do have no problem now to answer to the folks. And the easy money policy should be able to power the stock market even higher. All right, I'm going to see some data coming in. Anthony, concern. Brian, Jerry, Han Yu, Mandy, Philip, Bridget, Eileen, all of you are concerned. Okay, I'm waiting for Uncle Arun, not concerned. Okay, Jimmy also concerned. Now, the thing is this, I say it once again, all right, of course, the numbers itself, right, it's not just only one unfunded payroll. It's not going to be too big of a problem. Who knows, next non-payroll, it might change all again. But it's just at this moment right now, it's came on the stunner. Now, why is that so? Because, okay, apparently, they are saying that, right, because of some of the part-timers. And what's crazy is this, okay? Even Goldman Sachs economists were expecting a 1.3 million jobs. Wow, they were looking at that level. And this is really a stunner, right? All I can say this. So either these guys are really hiding in the rocks, or they're actually looking at the wrong data, or someone is not telling the truth. Okay, someone is not doing that. So one or other, it's going to be like this. Okay, so those who are in the bullish camp, they will believe that, okay, guys, just keep on buying. And what you saw, Arun just type, don't care, just buy. Yeah, correct. So if you just follow the momentum, just don't care, don't bother, that is the right direction. Okay. But for those who say that, look, it is already a gap, it's a hole here itself, then as I mentioned to you guys, if you are if you are short in the market, right, put a hedge first, wait until the cracks really surface. Okay. There are some hairline cracks on the surface right now, but it doesn't show you the big crack or you need to be concerned for. So because why? The market don't care. I told you before already, when the market don't care, you just don't bother. Just go with the flow first until it really happened. All right. So you can see over here, even this morning, there was a pipeline issue. All right. The market still buy. It basically in short itself, right? At this market right now, any bad news, any pullback is a buy. Apparently, that is what the market is looking at. So until this change, until this pullback really happens again, and the market can't react or don't react, that is where you can look at further, go into deep further, all right, at this moment now. So all you can see is this, everyone now is still very positive regardless. Right? That is what is happening. So let's look at what happened on Friday, and you can see more in details. You can see on Friday, the market opens here between the two pivots, and the KSI was green in color. So I told you guys that if the market cannot break P2, it will go up. So the P2 was 34,446. And what is crazy is that the low was around there, 34,459. And after that, the market found strength and went all the way up to the P1. So you can see the market is full of strength in the market. And of course, if you use KSL technique, remember the KSL technique for PTP student, you will know that this is actually a buy back then 4 days ago. Okay, so that is how it's happening right now in the US stock market. Okay, so let's see what happened throughout the day. Well, before non-farm payroll, the market is pretty sideways. That's why I told you not to trade during non-farm payroll. When the result came in, it was a great stunner. You can see that the market instantly reacted almost 200 points, but incredibly, it found strength, couldn't go down to even KTR -1. It can't even go down to KTR -1. That was where the concerning factor is. And of course, when the market comes with a BMB, you can see it's a BMB with a color change, CCRY, and that's where the market continue to bring it up. So that is the power of money, and that's the power of BMB. So when you see BMB itself, right, you know that if the market cannot go down, it has to go up. All right. So this is very, very critical information, and I hope you guys have already used it well and make some money out of it. Okay. All right. So that is what happened to the US stock market on Friday. So let's just look now at the market. Okay. Hang Seng is still pretty flat right now, slightly below OP, but the Dow Jones has already crossed 34,900 series. So we're going to come to that very soon. Okay. All right, so this is the Dow Jones chart. You can see it's really incredible. It's still powering, all right, though the RSI is still at the higher level now at 73 level. Yes, indeed, the RSI is 73 level, but the market is still powering, right? So this is really the strength of the market. Okay, so we are now at the new all-time high level, okay, 34,905, okay, new all-time high level. Now, for today's MLP, let's take a look. Today's MLP is somewhere around here. Okay, and the moving average now is here at 34,078. So I would like to repeat myself for the many times. As long as the market is staying above MLP, seriously, the market strength to continue upside is there. So there's no reason and concern for time being. Now, like I say that economically we may have a problem, but as long as the market doesn't care, it doesn't have to come down. Really, you're right. Again, so if you're not comfortable to long, then you just stay out first. Okay, you don't do irrational shorts until that is necessary. So you just have to stay cool at this moment right now. All right, don't get yourself into the wrong side of the market. Okay, the MA 200 you can see very clearly is very far away now. It's at 31,000. So we're talking about, wow, from the current price right now to the MA 200, right? We're talking about almost 2,500 points. All right, almost there. That's a very big difference. Now let's take a look at the last time we see something like this. You see all the way. Let me just show you. Since March, sorry, since since April. Since June last year, right, all the way the market was above the MA 200. It had periodically came down for a short moment, found strength and continue, right? Do you notice that, right? From that moment onwards, right, we have never seen such a big difference on the current price to the MA 200, sorry. We have never seen such a big gap between them, all right? So now I told you, right, it's about basically almost 3,400 points, right, from now to the current price. All right, the furthest we go was somewhere around here, probably is about, the furthest was around here is about 3,200 points, okay? 3,200 points. Let's try one more here, maybe. Here is about 3,400 points, okay? All right, so it's about 3,400 points on average, it seems to be. So now we are actually, how far are we? We are actually now 3,500 points, so about same around this area. So it does seem to be, right? Okay, just to show you a technical point of view, that when the market, okay, is from the MA to the high, when it's more than about 3,500 points, okay, the market will do a bit of pullback. So last time was something like this, and this is the high, and it's also about 3,500 points. So maybe, like I say, right now, we are also something similar where we are now to the MA. It's about 3,500 points for the Dow Jones. So maybe you just take a bit of cautionary note, okay? Just caution, all right? I'm not saying that there will be a big pullback. I'm just saying that just caution to the wind, okay? So traders, this is my view for the long term. But the short term, you can see the market is still pretty strong right now, okay? Okay. Now the weekly chart is explosive. You can see the market did a triangle and the market exploded upwards. So that's why probably again the market is going to go higher. But if you look at it for the longer term again, let's take a look right now. It's definitely bursting the megaphone technique. And of course, the trend is still very strong. There's no holding back. There's no signs of what happened back in 2020. So everything looks good. The only thing, again, the RSI now is at 75. The last time we see something like this, it was back in this last year, 2020, where the RSI reading came about 75 also. And the last time we saw something like this, before the market came off in this 2018, whereby the market went past 75. So, but the thing is this, do note, when the last time when the RSI hit 75, the market continued to rise from 21,000 to 25,000, another 4,000 points before we saw some sell-off, right, in this magnitude. So again, RSI is not a very good indicator to just, look at it. So the only way it can react is based on the market has to do it on its own. That means the market has to trade below the opening price, then this thing will work. So at the moment now, it still have no, other than caution to the wind, but there's no key reason to be concerned right now. Okay, just caution to the wind, okay? Okay, so that is the Dow Jones, the conventional chart. Let's look at the Dow, that's Hang Seng. Oops, Hang Seng is coming off a little bit. All right, Hang Seng seems to be giving way. Let's look at China A50 first. Oh, no wonder. China A50 now is still going down. Now, I've been saying this. I'm going to say it again to say this to you guys. My biggest belief is that China A50 will really come down to this area here. Let me just draw it for you better. Okay, can you see this? Can I just change the color for you? Will be better. All right, I believe that China A50 will come down to this point. China A50 should be coming down to this point, and that is 16,430 level. Why do I say that? Because you look at it, the market like Dow Jones and NASDAQ has been up for months, all right? But look at China market. It has been sideways and more towards the downside. Now, there's a lot of funds saying that, right? Okay, the funds after from US, it may move to China. But I think history has proven, except for 2006 before the 2008 Olympic, all right, whenever the US market go down, the China shares also go down. So based on what I'm seeing right now, it's very clear it's below the MA 200 and it's also very clearly below the MA 30. So unless there's some strong stimulation coming in, if not, it's all right. The odds of the China A50 to go down to this 16,430 is much higher. So the current price now is 16,917. So it's about 500 points from where we are now. And if we do see the market go, the China A50 down, then of course Hong Kong will also be following through. So that is why, but I'm getting a bit of concern right now in terms of the China A50. All right, so I'm going to give you my view right here, so you guys can take as a as a guidance, as a referral. Okay, not necessarily must be true. Okay, all right. So that is my first view on the China A50, and of course, we're talking about the Hang Seng later. All right, so let's look at the Dow first. Here we go. So you can see that I draw for you the 34,845. The market has already effectively broke above it. So the market seems to be strong right now. So I'm gonna leave it there. Okay, so for today's view is very simple. Today you can see the market is between the two pivot once again. And with the KSI that is green in color, very clearly if the Dow Jones continue much higher, which I think it will, it may go to 35,000. Okay, the Dow has the potential to go to 35,000. Right, unless the market goes below OP, then even if it comes below OP, right, with the KSI is green, there should be some support at 34,706. So overall itself, right, the Dow Jones still seems to be able to test 35,000, but of course the OP will be the key pivotal point. So traders, you just look at it. All right, there's some selling in Hang Seng right now. Apparently, there's some selling. Okay, I'm just going to leave it there. Let me just, as usual, I need to do my little texting. Okay. Go on a little minute. Okay, so let's just look at the NASDAQ right now. Now the NASDAQ was resisted, okay, resisted at the MA 30. Can you see that? It was resisted over here. Now the thing is this is actually not a very healthy sign. Let me explain to you in a short moment or in a minute. Okay, why is that so? Okay, let me just tell you this. First of all, the market missed the 95% mark just another time last week, okay? This shows a double bottom, right? Looks at the double bottom. The market may be going up to cross the new all-time high, right? But the thing is that because it's resisted at the MA 30, right? So I take the highest point, I bring it down. This is the Fibonacci level. Okay, hold on a minute. Change the color for you. All right, you notice that, right? The high of the NASDAQ recently was perfectly at the 61.8 level. Can you see that? So what I'm a bit concerned is this. The market has tried to have a double top here, okay? And then the BNB is the high of this round. And if traded below the BNB support level, and now he went down to this point, created a double bottom. So likely, potentially, the market should go higher. But if the market cannot find strength to cross the MA 30 and also resisted at this 61.8, I kind of worried that if the market cannot stay up and it comes down again, and there is another, this is the double bottom, this actually may cause some serious trouble. And again, like I say, guys, this is the 95% mark. It hasn't been, it missed it by a fraction. So if the market get a kind of resistant, right, you can actually see it coming down to test the MA 200. So I'm going to take my strike on this. I believe that, right, if the market for NASDAQ cannot go higher next few days, be very, very careful. There is a possibility that the NASDAQ may come down to the MA 200 level, and that's 12,973 level around there. So this is something that I want you to take note, okay? Just be a bit careful. So if the NASDAQ really loses when we know that the market will lose strength, well, it will be somewhere around here, whereby if the market loses about 13,652, that's about 100 points from where we are now. If the market loses about 100 points, that means it couldn't stay above the 61.8. It may actually pull back down and go for what I'm saying, okay? So traders, you can take note of the NASDAQ, okay? NASDAQ, I have been telling you, I'm much more closer to it and been observing for quite a while. I kind of suspect that. And of course, if let's say the NASDAQ do this, then we have a problem, because that will mean that ETFs will be hit. And if ETF can hit, then obviously it will cause a bit of repercussion to all the little boys, and this will actually hit the technology counters. Okay, so this is something that you must take note. All right, again, I hope I'm wrong. Hopefully, I'm wrong. Yes, indeed, Hang Seng is coming off right now. As I mentioned to you, Hang Seng is coming off right now. Remember, I told you guys about Hang Seng. I said that KSI is red in color. Hence, therefore, right, Hang Seng likely will be pulling back, and indeed, it really happened. You can see that. Wow, what a sell. Okay. So China A50 is also coming off, broke the yesterday's low, not a very good sign. All right. So the thing is this, Hang Seng for today, if it goes down, right, because the day chart KSI is also red. Remember, yeah. So that means the pivot to 28,575 could be the thing to watch out for. Okay. Now, it seems that if this bar turn red, then this create a single yellow. It's not going to be a good sign. And of course, for all my PTP students, this is a higher low formation with the KSI is red, not a very good sign also. So if you practice what you learn, then watch out, okay? All right, so that is a NASDAQ. Let's look at NASDAQ in terms of the index-wise. Well, NASDAQ today, there's a reason why I'm a bit concerned, is because the opening price for NASDAQ today is actually below the pivot 2. Hence, therefore, all right, below OP, below pivot 2 is a sell. The only thing that is going to hold back is because the KSI is green, so it's still all right. So if the NASDAQ stays above OP, NASDAQ may challenge back again this point here, and that is the pivot 2. But if the NASDAQ fail and go below OP, right, it will see some selling, but it won't be heavy. All right, it won't be that heavy. Okay, so that is for you for the NASDAQ. And last one will be the S&P 500. Well, S&P 500 is still holding up, staying very nicely because the Dow now is supporting it. The MLP is about 42.20. Now, do note most of the analysts has got spot on. Since last year, December, most analysts are saying that the S&P should be resisted at about 4,200. Right? There should be some resistance at 4,200. So the market has already reached this point. So I suspect that there might be some profit taking coming up, all right, for S&P 500. Now is actually at the level that most of the fund managers have forecast, all right, back early this year. Okay. Now this is Hang Seng, and this is why Hang Seng is not pretty at all. Can you see that, my friends? Okay, I'm going to bring it up for you. Now, Hang Seng MA 30 is where we are today, and you can see the market have broke below the MA 30 again after it crossed MA 30 yesterday on Friday. And of course, the MLP today is also supposedly be around MLP. So today, MLP and the MA 30 happen to be together, and yet the market breaks below it despite the Dow Jones and NASDAQ is up. So that is a very dangerous sign. So of course, is it because the China A50 is coming down? Or obviously, you can see that it's coming down. So there is a reason why we are seeing Hang Seng also coming off right now. So the one who will hit it very hard will be NASDAQ. If NASDAQ also come down, right, Hang Seng will fall even more. All right, now I want to show something to you guys on Hang Seng. Yesterday I shared with my friends during the PTP. Right, if you look at it, Hang Seng itself, right, if you're going to come down, all right, it's going to come down, right, there is a possibility for Hang Seng to drop all the way to the MA 200 level, and that is where a lot of chocolate bars are here, right? You notice this, a lot of chocolate bars are here. And of course, if you look at the day chart now, the day chart for the Hang Seng, you want to take a look right here, you can see that there is a very important figure that Hang Seng must watch, and that is the 28,316 level for the TSCB. Okay, this level here, 28,316. Okay, this is a very important TSCB point that the market has to stay above, okay, for the Hang Seng. If the Hang Seng really drops below this 28,316, then the selling could be quite drastic. Okay, so this is Hang Seng for you. Must hold 28,316 level. Very, very important. All right, for those who have shorted Hang Seng just now earlier, if you want to take profit, you can just take some profit first, observe the market, because the US market is still pretty strong, right? So, you know, you can just take some profit first and observe, and, you know, you can come back in again. Okay, so I covered almost all the indices except DAX. Let's go and DAX, Uncle Aaron favorite. Now, DAX, I told him yesterday, right? I said that 15,311 will be the key resistance. And if the market break 15,311, the market can go higher. In the chocolate bar, it should go to 15,405. Indeed, it really happened. The market really hit 405. So congratulations, Uncle Arun, once again. I know that you bought quite a fair bit on the DAX recently to make money, right? Okay, so for today, the all-time high is there to be reached. All right, that's 15,524. The MLP for today, let's take a look. MLP is somewhere around here, 15,348. In terms of the MA, where market is still there, about 15,240. So it does looks positive. It looks good. So let's see. All right, if the market do touch 15,524, it may create a double top, just like what you're seeing right now. So I will say that maybe traders around this area, if you are long ready, do consider to take some profit, okay? All right, no worries, Mr. Uncle Arun. Okay, let's help one another. Thank you. All right, okay, thank you. All right, let's now move on from this DAX. We'll move to our gold. Okay, let's do it. Gold. Now, gold, basically, you can see this is the Thursday. This is the entire week, actually, but more to you can see the movement on Thursday and Friday. The gold kept going up. Why? Because I mentioned to you, is because that if let's say that now it's going to be easy money policy, that means the dollar will weaken. And if the dollar weaken, then the gold will go higher. So how's the dollar doing right now? Let's just bring it in. Hold on a minute. Okay, here we go. The dollar is basically, let's look at the overview for last few days. Now you can see the dollar really smashed down from 91.30 all the way dropped by 1 basis point until 90.20. Right, that's a very big jump down. All right, so what is happening? Because the market believe that U.S. Federal Reserve will continue to pump even more money, and that's why the dollar weakness is there. All right, so the thing is this: as long as the dollar weakness is there, there's no much concern, and that's the reason why I propel the gold higher. In terms of yield, will be quite interesting. Take a look, everybody. Hey, sorry. Hold on, I'm not able to merge into that screen there. Here we go. Okay, for the yield itself, before you jump into this, let's look at the last 5 days first, okay? Now, the last 5 days, the yields have been quite interesting, have been quite holding around 1.55 to 1.60. Of course, there was the yield that came off a bit during the non-farm payroll, but almost instantly the market rebounded. So quite interesting to tell you that the dollar is coming down, but the yields is actually firming. And that's the reason why I say the inflation figures are still going to be there. And also traders are getting in position. So I kind of tell myself this: if the yield go past 1.65%, right, I think again the whole yield thingy, the concern may come back again, and then this is where the struggle will come in. So I kind of be looking at this, because for the yield to be going up again, that means that the bond market itself is coming off. But I thought that the Federal Reserve have been buying a lot of bonds, so apparently the market is not actually believing in what's seeing right now, and that's my concern. If the bond price has to come off again, that means the yield will go up, and there is where you're going to spread this thing down. Now on Friday, someone asked this question: how come the thing is so bad, right? Okay, for the data, right? Why the gold price itself, right, go up? Of course, there's a hedge. It's more like a H2, and this causes the gold to go higher. So now the thing is that now you have a bit of mixed signal here. The dollar is coming off, but the yield is actually firming. So if the yield go up higher, right, I think that will spread back, and the dollar may find strength again, and that may cause the NASDAQ counter to suffer. Okay. All right, so let's look at the news right now for gold. Seems like everybody is telling me now, right? Okay, because it's inflation, let's buy more gold. Gold is doing well right now, and gold is going to the bull, reignite the bull and stuff like that. So it's like very, very bullish right now. Okay, so people who have been shorting gold got hit, and of course those got hit, then I will not say much, because if you look at the KSI since 15th of April until now has been staying green, and if you just focus on the buy, you are more than happy right now. So yesterday or Friday, sorry, the market gold opened around this 1844, and we already say if gold were to go higher, it will go down to 1827 level, right? That's all the KCB level, and indeed it really happened. Okay, so when the market is green for KSI and the market stay above the pivot, means stay within the pivot above OP, is generally a buy, and I will say that. So you can see over here, all right, we basically was waiting for gold. It wasn't really moving, but once a non-farm payroll result come in, the yield basically immediately shoot down first, and that caused the gold to spike up. Okay, but after that itself, right, the yield recovers, right, and that's where the gold taper off. So that is very interesting, and you see the yield and the gold side by side. Okay, but does it mean that, right, the gold will come down if I say it's correct? Well, depending on the market, are you going to buy gold to just, as an inflation position, or you're going to just hedge against the equity market? This one we need to look further. Okay, so let's look at gold chart right now. Okay, look, gold chart. Well, Hang Seng has just recovered. I told you guys to cover back your Hang Seng. Wow, you see that? Look at it. Look at the way the Hang Seng recover. You see that? Wow, look at it. Look at the dramatic recovery. Can you see that? I told you guys to cover back your Hang Seng just now, right around here. I told you guys, if those who have position short, you should look to cover, and indeed it really happened. And this is really I don't know, is it a trader thingy? It's just I feel it, but I just know that the market will cover. All right, so indeed it really happened. Okay, so that is what is happening right now for the Hang Seng. Okay, cool, right? Pretty cool, huh? China A50, okay, China A50 have recovered a little bit. That's why you can see the Hang Seng also recover. Okay, let's look at the gold right now. Okay, now gold has very clearly broke the MA 200 on Thursday, and that's why we were pretty positive on Friday. We do suspect that the gold will go higher, and now it's happening. And so gold basically close above the 38.2 on Friday. So as long as the market stay above 1828, the gold is fine. I repeat myself, as long as gold stay above 1828, gold is fine. So I write it down for you, 1828, okay? Now the today's MA is around 1811. So in short, now the gold is trading at 1832. So as long as gold stays above 1828, things are good. Now if the gold really loses 1828 for whatever reason, then the support for today will be 1811. Okay, so I'm gonna put it there. Gold, support will be 1828, and this 1811 for today. Okay, write it down for you already in the group chat. Okay, all right, these are the two numbers to watch out for gold today. Well, if gold continue to march up, which is possible, okay, then gold will be looking towards the trend line that I have, and that would be about 1860 level, around there, 1860. Okay, yeah, around there, 1860. Okay, so that is what we are seeing right now for gold. Gold weekly chart, very positive, broke the trend line. So this line must be removed away. Now you see that it's now basically just some resistance over here for the weekly chart. Just wait for a while. All right, so let's take a look further. Okay, now silver propel higher. You can see that silver propel higher. I told you guys silver could be marching to the $27.92 level, and it's just 30 cents away. It's very possible for silver to go this level. Okay, right, so for gold today, let's take a look for the day chart. Well, gold today not set pretty because the opening price happened to be below P2, and the market just now has tried to go past P2, and that's 1837. The high was 1836, means by $1, but the KSI is green, so the market is still pretty positive. But if the market stay below OP, below P2, theoretically, it could be some potential profit taking. All right, potential profit taking. So traders for today. There could be some profit taking for gold. So do note, if you are long in the market, do put some SWL nearby to protect your profits, okay? Okay, all right, so that is gold. And the last one we look at is oil. Oil this morning gap up because of the news of pipeline, all right, gap up. And let's see how long it stays. If you can stay firm over here, that's fine. If it doesn't firm, the MLP for today will be somewhere around here, and it's 164.82 level. 64.82 level. Okay, all right, so that is the crude oil, and I'm going to go into Bitcoin, a short one on Bitcoin. I told you guys today. Now, Bitcoin is now staying above the my 90% level, and that is a very strong level, and it's also above the 61.8 level. So Bitcoin do have the potential to go for the next level, and this is the 95% marker, and that's 61,000. I repeat myself, there is a possibility that Bitcoin should be able to challenge the 61,000 level again. Okay, there is a possibility that Bitcoin could be challenging the 61,000 level again. Okay, so this one, just take note of that. Okay, so that is my view. And of course, if you follow the 5% rule guidance, you would have actually bought into this Bitcoin. Okay, so that is a very important thing that I want to share with you for Bitcoin. Now for Ethereum, it's totally different picture. Now look at Ethereum. It's wow, look at it. It's just not stopping, okay? Ethereum will hit 4,000, right? I told you guys Ethereum will hit 4,000 soon, and the rate's coming. I say 3,007 first. We already traded on last Friday, and then after that, Saturday, sorry. And then after that, now it's going to be 4,000. Now the thing is this, will Ethereum behave like Bitcoin? Yes, it will be, if the way that, look at the way they're buying, plus also the more and more companies are coming in and using the Ethereum smart contract structure, right? Ethereum can go really to the 4,000 mark rather easily. Okay, so that's Ethereum. But of course, in the RSI, relative strength index, right, you can see it's a bit crazy now. Oh, no. What's this line there? There's some problem here. Anyway, we can see that the RSI reading now is really incredible. The last time we see something like this so absurd, you can see that was back in January back then, where the RSI reading was 90. And of course, after that, Ethereum did fell quite drastic, about 10 to 15% back then, okay? So if let's say that you are very concerned now, if Ethereum is to hit about 4,000 or nearby, you may want to take some profit, okay? So I'm going to say this up front. All right, between 3,970 to 3,980, if you want to be careful, just take some profit on Ethereum. All right, just take some profit, okay? Because we do see a little bit of high edge now at this moment for this Ethereum. Okay, so but again, if you think that you go to 4,000 and you're going to stay on and buy, keep on buying and don't wait, don't bother, then of course, it doesn't really matter. Okay, all right, so that will be the Bitcoin strategy and things to watch out for Bitcoin. Done deal? Okay, so now we're going to end this MAO part one. Part one now, right? So you're going to stay on for part two. For part two, then you have to wait for a while, for 10 seconds, because part two is all the alternate market views. Like some of you may not like it, some of you may like it. So yeah, so let's just wait for a while first. All right, so wait for 10 seconds. Yeah, water break. Okay, guys, since you're staying back, so that means that you're going to continue to my MAO part two, which is the alternate market views. Well, this is something that is happening right now. You can see that non-farm payroll causes some people to get concerned. And of course, Janet Yellen coming out and says that, right, this is actually not a big deal problem. So this guy, Tim Young says that, right, maybe you guys are thinking that Americans are stupid or not. All right, but you can see why am I concerned for Cathie Wood. You can look at it. The Cathie Wood shares didn't really perform even though the NASDAQ has recovered. So that is the first concern that I have. Okay, and this is the worst week since February, and the NASDAQ have been up over the same period of time. So in terms of IPOs, right, look at the IPO shares, okay? Those IPOs that have come out this year have all underperformed, all right, really underperformed. So since the start of January, which is here, now the March period May has came in, the market is down, all right? So overall itself, whichever IPO this year is not performing, and that is another concerning factor. But the VIX also pulled down because what you saw on Friday, the non-farm payroll result came in and the Dow went up because the market was saying that, okay, that means the easy policy is in. You can see the VIX coming down back again at 17. But again, I will stress this out, everybody. This is not the first time we see VIX at 17. If you look carefully, VIX at 17 has been barely there for many, many days since April the 7th, all the way to April the 29th. Right, you can see almost, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost practically like every day. Almost practically every day, the VIX come down to 17. And then of course, after 17, it will actually jump up again. So again, my stress is this. At this moment right now, traders, you may want to be a bit careful on the long side. Just put some SWL, just to protect your position, okay? Just protect, okay? Protect, not say sell, protect. Now, the thing is, this is quite the cute one, is that the way this happened, right? We saw the terrible jobs, and immediately we saw that the market is looking at this easy monetary policy. The yield immediately reacted by coming down. Is understandable. But incredibly, to the second half, it recovers all the way up again and even higher. So this again tells me that, right, the bonds market itself, right, is not actually looking at it. The bond market actually is selling off, and this is something my real concern is for bond traders. And of course, you can see right now, right, the Fed rate expectation has pulled down quite dramatically because now they are looking at no interest rate hike for time being because of the very bad data on this last Friday. So if that is happening, right, then the yield should be actually reacting the same way, but apparently it's not. So somewhere is wrong in the whole equation. So that is whereby I think you should be very careful. And of course, the dollar index, you can see, wow, because of that, it's sold down all the way, the lowest point since February, right? So again, the last time we see this, the market stopped for a while, and for some reason, when the yield went up, right, that was where the dollar found strength, and that is also causes the gold price to actually come off. So you see that? So there's a bit of this distortion of facts and figures here. So traders, you need to be very careful at this very stage right now. And you can see commodity prices continue to rally. It's not stopping at all. And now it's at basically for the 5th straight week, it's up already. So no matter what the Federal Reserve says, it's transitory, it's just a temporary measurement, but you can see the market is really going nuts. All right, 65%, right, year to year itself. Oh my God, this is really incredible. All right, so guys, all I can say is this, for this week, be careful, put your SWL in place and make sure that you guys watch the market closer. This week will be an interesting week, actually, after what you saw on last Friday, non-farm payroll. Okay, guys, I will not see you today in the afternoon. I will see you tomorrow, same time around there for our morning MAO. All right, guys, have a great day. Cheers. Bye-bye.